Hello and welcome to another video from Circuititis. In this article, I'll be making a simple 555 timer based buck regulator for LED dimmers or speed control of a DC mode. This is a very simple circuit and requires very few components. In this article, I have designed a converter circuit KiCad and fabricated a simple in-house PCB and tested the module with a LED strip as well as a motor. So you might see that we can use a linear regulator to step down a voltage. So yes, we can use a linear regulator to step down the voltage, but it uses a lot of energy and wastes it in the form of heat. Whereas the buck converter employs PWM switching technique to step down the voltage. But in real life, these converters can be as high as 90 to 95% efficient, while your linear regulators are somewhere between 40 to 60% efficient. The components required for a project are one NE555 timer, one IRF Z44 N-channel MOSFET, one 1K resistor, three IN4001 or three IN4007 diodes. Actually, we require only these two, if we are using it for LEDs. But if we are using it for a motor control, we also can use a third diode so that in order to save our N-channel MOSFET from reverse voltage. Then we have two capacitors. One is this 1 nanofarad capacitor and the other one is one is this 1 nanofarad capacitor and the other one is this 100 nanofarad capacitor 0.1 mu f. We've used this 100 kilo ohm potentiometer to control the value of R1 and R2, and for input and output we have used this two pin connectors. This 555 timer IC is the heart of the system, and how the system is working is that this one NF capacitor is connected to the discharge pin, which is pin number 7, through two fast switching diodes which are connected in anti-parallel configuration and which is connected to the potentiometer through pin 6 and pin 2. Now what happens is that this makes a charging and discharging circuit for this capacitor. The current coming through R3 and following this path charges the capacitor, and when the capacitor reaches its threshold, it starts discharging and gives the signal to pin 7. Now this generates the PWM signal. So by changing the values of the potentiometer and changing the R1 and R2 here, we can change the PWM switching cycle. Now this signal is produced from pin 3 and which can be fed to a motor or something, but the signal is so feeble that it can't be used directly and it won't be able to run anything like a motor. So we use a N-channel MOSFET to amplify the signal. So the signal is fed to the gate pin and the drain pin is given to the motor to drive the output. The source of the N-channel MOSFET is connected to the ground pin. So this is how the 555 IC works. This circuit will work fine for any project like LED or something like that. But if you're connecting a motor here, then we also need to protect the circuit from the reverse current voltage or reverse current from the motor when the MOSFET is off. So in that condition, we connect a diode between the negative and positive terminal, that is between the drain and between the positive terminal. Now testing the setup, I've used a 12 volt supply for supplying the power to my buck converter, and I have connected it with the motor. The motor is a 12 volt DC motor, and I'm controlling the speed of the motor by rotating the potentiometer. As you can see, by rotating the potentiometer, that is changing the values of two resistors, I'm controlling the speed. Similarly, I've used the setup with a 12 volt LED, and as you can see, as I rotate the knob, the PWM signal is changing, which is in turn changing the duty cycle and causing the LED strip to glow brighter or dimmer depending on how I turn the knob. So the conclusion is that this 555 IC based converter is one of the simplest yet efficient method to step down your voltage. It can be used for stepping down voltages for for multiple electronic devices as well as for using it as a LED driver circuit or controlling speed of motors. And compared to a linear voltage regulator, it generates a very less amount of heat, while using it as a dimmer circuit for LEDs help increase the lifespan of LEDs. So I believe that this is a very good project which you can try and which is very easy and usable in a lot of scenarios. Thank you.